Hello! Welcome back to Lost Kingdoms 2. Before we actually started again, I wanted to show you the catalog so you can see there's 226 cards. As opposed to the 105 or whatever from the original game. A lot of these cards are useless, they're just kind of there to exist, but it's nice to have more cards. Although by the end of the game, much of our cards will be fairly similar to the original. 97% Earth. Let's go through Bashia High Road first before we head to Gromtull Desert over there. Might seem a bit bizarre that I'm going into an area I've already done, but in order to progress the story you do have to actually go back through this area. I don't know why they did it like that, but that's how it works. You might notice it also dumps us out in a different place when we actually come back to a map. It dumps you out at the exit of the map, which is a little bit weird to get used to, but whatever. Hello there.
Tara, there you are. Listen, Bashia is crawling with Kandari's soldiers. They claim to be hunting bandits. The others could be in trouble. We have to go back and help them.
Say hello to Soul. He is basically an independent card that will never go away. He's actually pretty darn powerful too. I would like him to not kill everything, but it's fairly likely he's just going to kill everything because that's how this works, so. I also just missed, so whatever. I think he's neutral. I suspect he's neutral anyway, so you can see him leap into battle and start murdering things fairly effectively. Oop, there's our first mech. Hooray, a mech. That's actually the worst mech in the game, but it's still pretty powerful in terms of its actual, like, you know, defensive stats. And it does act like a neutral, I think, in terms of elements. Also, there's a chunk of geometry missing up there at the top right. Just thought I'd point that out. And there's those dudes. These are the Kandari Knights. They're actually remarkably annoying because they have crazy high health. And they are neutral. They also attack relatively quickly. They act somewhat like a skeleton, however they have a much faster attack speed. We're just gonna dump out a bunch of cards here and try and help my skeleton out. Now, where is... oh, he's over there. He's still here, at least. That's the important part. What's going on? Crap is dying. Come on, skeleton. Someone killed him back there. Someone other than him get the experience, preferably. If we get the Dragonoid some experience, that would be nice. Although I think it just missed, unfortunately. Ow. I did mention these Kandari Knights are really annoying, right? Unfortunately, that's not going to get the kill experience, but whatever, it'll be alright. Ow. I can't believe he hit the goblin that was attacking him from behind, but whatever. We have to fight 2 more of those down that way. We have to, of course, get there first, but... thought that was an enemy. No, it's just a fairy floating around. There they be. I want to go investigate this corpse if possible. Well, I can't. Alright, well... he broke the crap out of that tent. I'm gonna summon a whole bunch of these, and they're probably gonna be terribly ineffective. But hey, if you go through this level really fast, by the way, and he gets caught on an enemy behind you, he will get stuck back there and never actually come to help you, unfortunately. Come on, little buddies. I know you're not very good at mobile targets, but come on. That was awful. I missed. I apologize. There's also no, as far as I'm aware, no invincibility time on anything anymore. I think yourself included. You know what? Let's do a summon. Let's do Earth Stomp. You can pick between 2 skills for your summons now, which is kind of nice. You gotta be quick though. Did that just miss? That's embarrassing. Thankfully, however, I don't think he can ever die, so... oh, come on. Don't be doing that. That's rude. That's rude. Alright, well. Summon a little helper card and then just kind of see what experience we can get here. That's 1 down, that's 2 down. The fairy has been turned into a helper card. It just kind of spits out a little heart. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be, unfortunately. Which is to say, it's almost trash at this point. Because it wasn't good to begin with. Look at this dude's sweet, like, connected beard. GameCube graphics, man.
What do you think of your great bandit cleanup operation now? Not so proud, are you? I'll have my revenge on these Kandari dogs. We're gonna hit them where it hurts. We'll find out where they make their rune stones, and then we're gonna take every last one of them.
Yeah, what he said. Did I get anything good? No, I caught more man traps, which I don't need. I now have, what, 7 man traps? That's just absurd. We'll go ahead and head to Gromtull Desert, why not? This is mostly Earth. And Earth is weak to... is it water? Yeah, Earth is weak to water. We don't have any other water cards to stuff in, unfortunately, though. So we'll just have to roll what we got, which is not much. There's actually 3% neutral. I wonder what that one neutral enemy that spawns in this place is. Could just be like a boss or something. But either way, welcome to Gromtull Desert. You might notice there's some footprints here. It's kind of your hint, is to just follow the footprints. There's a fair chunk of treasure here. It's actually a fairly large area. You can see the map down there. There is no mini-map, unfortunately. So it would have been nice to have a mini-map on your screen, but you just kind of have to push start every time you need it. Oh good, you. Well, I would actually really like that card, but you know, I missed and then it hit me. Oh, there's another one over there. This is gonna be a terrible area. Wow, should have seen that coming. Without sufficient water cards, that dude's just gonna beat the living crap out of me for like the rest of time. Oh no, they're weak to not water, they're weak to leaf. What am I on about? I got my things backwards. Those are about as annoying as they were in the original game, by the way. Except now, they are fully immune when underground as opposed to just hard to hit. I believe they're also a little bit stronger. They have the same maneuverability advantage over basically everything else I own, so... my man traps are not going to be very useful, unfortunately. Hello? Cannot interact with you. My god. And we also can't go over there. Here's some mummies. If you like mummies, because we have some. Mummies are still pretty good cards. The Demon Hound is still not necessarily a very good card, as you will promptly figure out. It has the same problem it pretty much always has had. Oh, now it's berserked as well. Good. Fantastic. At least we killed this stupid thing. Come on, dog, do something. Do something other than dodge. There you go. He has an attack. He's just not very good with it. Alright, maybe the Porky Pig can do something. I highly doubt that. He did 1 damage. And now he's berserked. Hooray! Neither of these cards are any good. Look at the Porky Pig go. There you go. Come on, stab him. 2 damage. Yeah. Still have killed neither of those with that dog. And those things cost 6 gems to summon too. It's absurd. I realize mummies are beefy, but come on now. Also, they cause that status ailment every time they hit something, which is unfortunate. Let's see, what do I want to summon? Summon a skeleton? Perhaps he could do something good? Yeah, sure, let's summon a skeleton. Dump him over there. And get a card back basically immediately. Come on, skeleton. 8 damage. I mean, that's something. Oh, well. I guess he's just gonna have a bit of a wander now, I suppose. That's alright. We'll weaken the enemies while he stands there nonchalantly. Come on, buddy. Ow. I know you like doing your hoppy hops. And then he missed anyway, whatever. Stupid skeleton. Can't even do your freaking job right. You've acquired a bottle. It seems to be stuck. Oh. Good to know. Can't get to that, unfortunately. So we'll just have to stare longingly at it. It sinks slightly into the ground, which is a bit weird. Either way. Is there anything going on here? Can't do anything with that. Alright. Off this way we go. Hello. I'd rather not fight you, considering how long it took for those two. Again, can't go that way because we need a transformation card to be able to jump up there. There's a whole lot of that going on in this game, by the way. There's also a red fairy over there. And one right there. My god. And an elephant. Hello. Oh, there's 2 of them. We'll see about fighting the elephants, even though the elephants are quite powerful. They are summon cards, after all. They are large, though, so it should be a little bit easier to hit. Get them weakened a bit, maybe, and then we can use something. Did he just... What is... Oh, it's just basic attack. I was like, what in the heck is he doing? Well, the man trap hit one of them, at least, before he got interrupted. Looks like he's gonna die before he kills either one of them, though, unfortunately. Yep. Well... I don't think I want my elephant to get the experience, or you. Dark Raven? Sure. They only had 1 health left. That's so unfortunate. Can we open this one? Aha, we can. Oh good, it's full of mummies. A whole freaking lot of them. Good lord. Get the treasure and then see if we can maybe group them all up. We got a pixie card, which I think is new. And a mummy. I would like a lot of mummy cards if possible, because I like weapon cards, and mummy cards are pretty good. Let's see. Camera doesn't want me to zoom out because we're inside of a cave, so. Do we have any other good weapon cards we could use here? Skeleton's not a weapon card, but whatever. And they aren't weak to fire, but they're also not strong to fire, so we're just gonna do kind of normal damage here. I should have been powering that up, considering how many I was hitting. That only did 7 damage. I don't think that's worth it. We could power this guy up. Come on, little dude, you can do it. If you can manage to turn around in time and do your whole peck animation, which has a terrible attack range. Oh, he hit one of them. That's about all he managed to accomplish, so. Oh well. We're gonna be in this cave for a while, I feel. Here we go. Power this guy up. That should do some decent damage if I can get them all piled into a small group here. They're mummies, so it's hard to control them. Z enhanced cards, man, they're so strong. Come on, guys. Get in a little group here. I'll maximize my mana usage. There we go. Totally worth it. We'll finish him off very slowly, apparently. With that. There we go. Was that worth it? Probably not, if I'm gonna be honest. Instead, we'll go over here and probably not fight that guy. Because frankly, I don't want to, and ignore that fairy. We've got an evil eye, which we've seen before. You pour some black liquid into your bottle. That just seems like a thing you would do, you know? You find some black liquid, just dump it in your bottle. And then run all the way back over here. It's quite a long run, but because there's no random encounters, it's actually remarkably easy to get places. Although, well, they are random battles, but you know, there's not battle areas. There's not a battle screen that you have to go to. Hello, mummy, that I'm not even gonna bother with. I've seen your kind before, I want nothing to do with you. I believe this is what you have to do in this place, by the way. You apply the black liquid to the lever, which honestly the black liquid looked like tar, but whatever. Yeah, we can't sneak past him to get that treasure, unfortunately. He is the ferryman. Hello, ferryman.
I'm saved! Oh, thank you! My name is Jary. I'm studying the fairies. I came to the desert looking for them, but I don't seem to be cut out for this kind of thing. I don't suppose... You seem to be a veteran adventurer. I wonder if you would be willing to catch some red fairies for me. The red ones are pretty friendly. You wouldn't really have to do anything once you caught them.
They, however, will go into your torso via your belly button.
I'd be willing to give you cards in exchange for the fairies. I have some quite rare ones. Well, what do you say?
No.
I live on the outskirts of Kadishu. Come visit if you can.
Can I have that treasure behind you? Nope, it's gonna boot us out. Alright, well, we're gonna have to come back to this area anyway, so I'll grab that treasure when we're there. Ooh, sweet, we got the sand crab. Sand beetle, whatever. Start our giant sand beetle collection. We'll just have a deck of 30 sand beetles. It'll be great fun. Let's go visit Jary before we end. Just so we can grab his dialogue. Not that it's really all that much more interesting than the original game's dialogue, but hey, you know, here he is. He's upgraded his home. He's got, you know, a portrait of a fairy back there and a bunch of plushies. He's a weird dude. It also gives you a sweet red fairy count over there at all times, which is kind of nice. So we brought him our 1. As long as you bring him 1, he will give you this card, which is pretty much useless, but hey. Don't you agree? Not really. I don't really care, I just want your cards. Bribing me with freaking fairies in order to get cards. Let's go ahead and show that card we just got, why not? Wherever it is. There it is. And we may as well look at the pixie too, because I don't remember what it is. Don't sort specs. Shoots out electricity, fail, and not very effective in regular combat. Pixies only reveal their true talent when set against mech creatures, and that is the one weakness of mech creatures is electricity, which is not an element, by the way. As you can tell here, this is actually an earth creature. It is a specific type of attack. It's basically just a list of attacks that mechs are weak to. Little Stumble is his attack name. Its ramming attack causes almost no damage, but they can trip up smaller enemies, can evolve into various more powerful bird creatures, which is really the only reason to have these things. Is that they evolve into other things that are much more useful. Either way, that's going to be it for this time. Next time we will go ahead and go to the nobleman's residence just so I can show you those neutral enemies that spawn, and then the Kandari Fortress, which I believe is mostly mechanical. Not that we can really deal with that, but either way, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.